What's happening, guys? I'm back. It's Michael Andreula in Hoboken, New Jersey, back from Christmas break, and I want to get some quick information to aid you to generate positive energy, to get you to fulfill maybe one or two goals today, and to talk about myself and maybe do some shameless self-promotion, because I think it's important. If you've taken my class, if you've watched my YouTube videos, if you've gotten my online DVDs, you've come to ReBoot Camp, and you're listening to this, I want you guys to realize that you're my friends, and I would like to talk to everybody on a more frequent basis. That's why I'm doing a podcast. So, what can we do right now today besides give you some information? What we can do before anything happens, guys, before you stress out, before you're going to make a big decision, before anything you can do, you can always pause, breathe. So let's do right there. Breathe in, breathe out, and then proceed with your decision. Then proceed with your people all the time want you to make those decisions, talk in a just what pressured situation. They want to see what comes out, but that might not be your best method, guys. So whether you're in an argument, you're in a debate, take a second, breathe in, relax. You're going to work, your head's filled. You can always create that space, and that's incredibly important to create that space. Otherwise, life becomes extremely stressful, and we see life, guys, it takes us in so many different ways. You're constantly being pulled one way or the other. Lots of I'm not just different events. I'm sorry, squirrel just ran by me, guys. That freaked me out. So you're getting pulled all over different places. Squirrels, distractions, but you're human. You're going to get frustrated, guys. You're going to get challenged. It's going to be the holidays. You're going to overeat, right? It's you're on a low, but you're going to pick it back up, guys. You're going to bring in the energy if you just create that space and realize that it's all part of the game, okay? And that's where you need to embrace it. And I say that to my friends that are depressed all the time, suffering from depression. You're a human. You're going to be depressed and excited. You're going to see both sides of the coin. And until we start recognizing that and embracing that, there's no magic formula. There's no person out there that I know that's genuinely in bliss all day. It's impossible. You need levels. And I can relate it to my classes. You need slower parts, you need higher parts, you need lower parts. That makes it interesting. Okay, if it was bliss every single day, life would be boring. So the important thing is that you embrace the pain and you love the pleasure. If you don't do that, you're going to have a bad 2014. You'll keep struggling, and you'll keep searching for gurus and answers that will inevitably lead you to the same thing. You're human. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have excitement. That being said, now's the time to enhance it. The quality of your problems is the quality of your life. So if you have quality problems, meaning, I don't know, you got turned down for the CKO spot on Dr. Oz, or you've gotten, what would it be? I don't know. You didn't get the... I see there's so many things I could talk about, guys, but I'm clamped down. They put the clamp down on me a lot, and you'll see that throughout. You'd never see Michael Andreula mentioned on CKO or anything like that. I don't know. They just clamp me down, guys. They put me out, but I'm here talking to you. You're not gonna get every opportunity, guys. That's fine. You make your own opportunities. That's what's important. But if your quality of problems is that you have no, work, if you have no clothes, if your friends are coming over and robbing you, whatever your problem is, those are terrible quality problems. So you're going to have a terrible life experience. That's how I gauge my life. If you have great problems, like, oh, I had to pay a ton of money in taxes this year. Oh, I can't do this because I'm also doing that. These are great problems to have. So on the spectrum, you're going to have problems. So you might as well take the best problems, the most exciting problems to... not even problems, challenges to overcome. Big breath in, big breath out, guys. Stay focused, stay positive, stay lean this year. In February 14th, we're going to ReBoot Camp And a lot of people send me things. Oh, Mike, look at this retreat. Oh, it's on Groupon. Oh, it's $600. And we're going to go and do that. Listen, guys, I'm not running a fucking Anthony Robbins retreat, okay, where I'm handing you a user's manual and it's just pumping people through this pre-staged concert. It's not that I'm nothing against that, nothing against the yoga retreats and all these retreats. ReBoot Camp is, I can't even tell you what it's going to be cost every time, because we don't know until the very last minute. We're improvising. Okay, you're improvising. You're taking risk. You're also taking the reward of those risks. You're putting yourself in with the locals. Most retreats, all inclusive. People that tell me, Mike, I want to go to Costa Rica, say, don't go to the resorts in the middle of the forest that you don't even see a Costa Rican. Why? Because you might as well go to Miami or Jamaica, which are all fine. But how are you going to learn? How are you going to spend time with locals that are knowledgeable and their philosophy? And one beautiful thing about Costa Rica that I've picked up and I've learned is that they're ready to do anything at the drop of a dime, but they're also equally as content to just stare at the sunset or just sit in a hammock. So they're not, they want to go take the boat and go to a deserted island or paddle out to a deserted island. They're stoked for that. They want to push and do that. But if that's not an option, they don't debate. They don't fight it. They just allow the day to unfold. And that's something I need to do. I'm not a person that can relax. I can't just sit there and say, let me relax. And then slowly, through this experience, through the challenges, it's not always comfortable. That's the thing. People, if I make you so comfortable, if I take you on that airplane, pick you up in a comfortable car, and then put you in a 5-star resort, and then I keep you in that resort for 6 days and talk to you and lecture, it's fine. But did you really get anything real? Okay, was it really real? But if you can talk to Pedro, if you can talk to Rich, Don Pablo, Jason, Teddy Lenny, Miguel, and you talk to people that do this every day, live like this, completely different than you live. Completely different. From the mindset, talk to them, understand, and it's going to help you understand people. It's going to help you understand yourself a lot better. And you will probably learn to enjoy life if you spend enough time even more. There's a reason why so many people have not just, they come to one ReBoot Camp, they come to 2, they come to 3, and a lot of people say this is expensive, Mike. It's expensive, but if ReBoot Camp was called College Course How to Be Happy 101 or 102 at Yale or Harvard, it would cost $15,000. I'm saying we're doing it in a week, and I'm personally exposing you to connections. It's taken me 7 years to develop this. When you go to Costa Rica or you go to Guanacaste, they're going to take you to the middle of nowhere. And some guy named Pierre from France, which I love France, obviously, is going to be your local Costa Rican. All right, that's how I've seen it. It's boring. It's not genuine. It's not Costa Rican. And the real Costa Rican is not. The real Costa Rican to me is not a huge resort. It's living simply. It's community. It's having fun by interacting. People don't realize that. You don't just have fun. It's not like a machine. You hit a button, oh, I'm having a great time in Costa Rica. You are interacting with people. You're dealing with challenges. And a lot of times when somebody just comes to ReBoot Camp, they're stressed out. Oh, Mike, I'm so stressed. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, where's my BlackBerry? There's no Wi-Fi. I give them a bowl. Like David came down. I said, okay, we're making bowls out of gourds. And these are these big, round, green things growing from a tree that if you cut in half and you clean them out, they're a bowl or they're a container. This is the craziest thing about Costa Rica. I've gone to, and I'm jump around, guys. Let's see. Catechism. So I've gone to Catholic school for 12 years. So I've intensely studied the Bible, broken apart. And that's not a good thing for Catholics. You don't want to be reading the Bible. You don't want to be breaking down all the passages and reading it front to back, front to back, front to back, because it has a lot of holes in it, if you know what I mean. But if you go down to Costa Rica, or you go to nature, I mean, if you go to the mountains, you're going to see, the touch of God. Or, I'm not thinking about somebody in a white beard up above them, just the humans. It's always been my philosophy that, it's not just mine, but the Garden of Eden, was probably not, it was an area where humans thrive, where we're the most comfortable, where you need no clothes, or where everything's provided for you, from food to tools to pots and these things in Costa Rica are just provided. You can pick your food, you can make bowls, you could start from scratch. There's people, Miguel lived on the beach for 3 years. There's people make a little house in a tree. It's just set up for that. If you try that in New Jersey, you'll probably freeze to death. So I don't know how I got off on that tangent. Sometimes I like to go there with you guys. If there's anything I can do with this podcast, is just be able to have an open and honest conversation, and not get a bunch of people emailing me saying, Mike, that's wrong. You shouldn't be talking about that. All I want to do, guys, is talk to you. If that's something you don't want to do, don't listen to me. I like to ramble. I like to get my ideas out there. I also like feedback. So you can email Glenn at michaelandreula.com, or I should open up the comments back on Michael Andreula. Why Michael Andreula? Why do you keep putting everything Michael Andreula, Michael Andreula? I had to, guys. I had to. You don't understand the backstory. One day, maybe in the future, you'll get to hear that backstory. But right now, I can't tell you. For the person, aerobics queen, that tells me I should shorten my name to Michael Andre. At first, I was pissed off. She might be right. Andreula is tough. It's Andreula. It doesn't even phonetically pronounce that, but that was the name they gave me, guys, down in Joseph F. Brand School, the Harvard of Hoboken, in whatever year it was. And so I stuck with it. What else do we got going on, guys? Your email is poison. It's going to have a bunch of crap in there, stuff they want you to buy. The only thing a self-respecting person should be buying is my DVDs, my audio stuff, and coming to ReBoot Camp with me. Why? Because I had my touch on it, and I know the value. I know the value of having one of my workouts in your iPhone, even if you do it once, or once a month, or twice a month, or every single day. Why? You can do it anywhere. I put positive energy into it. I push. I want it to be good. I recorded the audio ones in Triple Colossal Studios. Dylan is fantastic. He produced all 4. I'll never get him to produce anything again. He's also won a Grammy for Alicia Keys' Girl on Fire, Kanye West, Power. He was in Johnny Sacco, Full Trucker Effect. People down in Florida, I know that from Bubba Love Sponge. So it definitely pays to be working with some major talents. It's expensive, though, guys. I got to keep the operation afloat. In 2014, I want to be able to offer whatever my perspective is that's going to also help push you past. And through 10,000 plus classes, and I just use that as a milestone, I probably taught 20,000. What have I done to get those people? What class does for me, what I see is how people's minds work under pressure, or how they can be motivated back and forth. So motivation is just, why are you doing it? Why would somebody do that? You have to give them the reason. So it seems simple, but after a long period of time at a gym where it's rowdier, which I like. You see KO in Hoboken is rowdier. The people have frustrations. They're coming in off a long day at work. They're not necessarily like primed like a yoga class. Yoga class, they go in, they're doing yoga, period. I'm talking somebody's coming in to my class, and it's tougher to win them over. So I have to get into their head because they have mental blocks, something that doesn't want them to succeed. So you do a variety of things: positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, imagery, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, and on and on. You keep switching back and forth to hit a bunch of different groups. So I'm pretty almost positive, I'm certain that if I had a case study of you listening right now, tell me what your goal was,